Hi friends, this is a bit of a crunchy start because I was just planning on pulling cards and sharing them in my group, but then I said, you know what, let me record this, pop it on YouTube, pop it on the podcast because there's a reason I was led to pull for the collective right now. And when I say collective, that means you. If you're hearing my voice right now, you're part of the collective, which means that the cards that are pulled today, some will definitely resonate with where you are right now. And like I always say, take what resonates, gently set aside what doesn't, and be open to coming back around to the other messages when you can. So this I was just thinking for the week when I started to pull, and I already pulled two cards. So I'm kind of starting not in the middle, but not at the very beginning. So hi, it's me, Danny. Thanks for tuning in, checking this video, listening to this podcast episode. And this is just an overarching energy read for the week. And today is Sunday, January 11. Sunday, January 11, 2025. Okay. If you are just listening on the podcast, feel free to go to the Facebook group, Manifested Sis Facebook group, and you can see the cards there, or check it on YouTube at Danny Faust on YouTube, okay? Um, I'm going to actually just start with the two cards that I already pulled. They're from the Inner Child Oracle deck. It's a new deck to me. I really like it. The energy is very soft. It's by Amanda Lynn Aisling. I'll put the link somewhere for you if you want to check it out. The two cards that I pulled, actually, I didn't read them. Number 19, it is never truly the end. And number 12, emotions are the reflection. So I'll show you these two. Very pretty. I like this deck. The images are so beautiful. Even the back artwork is pretty. So what's coming through for these two cards? Okay, I'm going to start with it's never truly the end. What's coming through for this is like almost like I'm sick of hearing when one door closes, another opens, or, God will get you through anything. That kind of, I feel like there's a shut up already for that kind of trite, like hackneyed sayings around feeling the sorrow or the loss around something. Especially because, yes, when a door closes, another opens, but you might be so heavy in the sorrow or the feelings of loss or regret or whatever that you don't recognize the new door being opened. So this feels like a call to sit with those feelings, let them be, and then let them pass so that you're able to see that door that is opened. I forget, there's a saying that's like, everything's going to be good in the end. If it's not good, then it's not the end. That's coming up. I think I ruined the saying, but that is what's coming up with this card. And I love the artwork on it because it's like a path. We don't know the beginning of this path. We don't know the end of this path, but we just know that we can take the next step down this road. It's really pretty. Anyway, so if you're a numbers person, it's number 19. And underneath it is never truly the end. It says, beloved, in this, everything will be okay. So if you needed a bit of comfort, this is for you. And also, if you are being comforted in a way that you're not liking with those hackneyed phrases, release the heavy energy around it so that you're able to look for those alternatives that are opened up to you, for you. Okay, the other one from this deck is number 12. Emotions are the reflection. And on the bottom, it says, look for the deeper meaning. So these are from the Inner Child Healing deck. And sidebar, if you have not done any inner child healing work or reparenting work, this is your sign to get started on it because it's beautiful and it just helps lighten your energy and raise your vibes in all kinds of ways, but also releases you from the strangleholds of things like this. So again, it's emotions are the reflection. Look for the deeper meaning. So what that's saying is that when you are triggered or have a high emotional response to something, as an adult, it is what it is, yes, but the fact that your response is so harsh or strong is because it's triggered something from little you, and little you is basically saying, hey, I don't like this, let's deal with it. So what this card is feeling like for specifically for this week is just the mindfulness of it, is just noticing the emotion. Not that you necessarily have to go, book a call with a therapist today and like dig into the meaning behind it, but if you're someone who journals, at least journal it out. The initial thought, what it could be linked to, because there's so much beneath the surface. However, we don't want to get stuck where we're digging, because as you dig, you will find. So you don't want to necessarily dig all the way this week, but it just feels like a reminder to notice your feelings. Don't just stuff them aside. Acknowledge what you're feeling, even if you don't do the deep dive today. That's what this is bringing. Okay, 12. If I don't know if I said the number for you guys. So those are the ones that I pulled before I even thought to record this for wider distribution to the collective. So now I'm going to pull from, this is a deck that I use with almost every client. I'm guided to this deck all the time. And it is the Energy Oracle deck by Sandra Ann Taylor. And I am surprised that nothing is jumping out of this deck because I spoke too soon. Ooh, and it came up right. Because normally things jump out, and those two from the other deck jumped out earlier. Okay. See, I asked for it to jump, and now I gotta go pick it up off the floor. Okay. Oh, it's a few. Okay. All right. I'm gonna put those aside because these are the first that popped. Okay. All right. We've got, oh gosh, you guys, this is beautiful. So I am going to assume that you who is watching this or listening to this, you are well on your journey. You've been working on your spiritual connection, your intuitive connection, your self-mastery, self-growth, all that good stuff. Because this is the most beautiful pull. And I'm assuming that it's what's the word? Broad. I don't want to say vague, but like broad on purpose because this is for the collective, but it's only positive. Well, actually, this one might have a little push behind it, but I'm going to go in the order that they came. So this one is number 40. Let me scoot back. 40. It's the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. And it came upright. So this is like a atta girl, atta boy pat on the back when it comes upright. It's a reminder to pay attention to those visions that you're having. Remember that those visions that you have, those dreams, those things that you remember vividly from your dreams are nudges, right? From your higher self, God, source, spirit, your future self, whatever you want, whatever you believe in. It's a nudge, and pay attention to it. You are not noticing these things for no reason. And that's not just dreams, but those little like intuitive ideas that you kind of picture something in your head real quick, random memories that pop up, that's all related to this chakra. And things that you notice, if you start noticing patterns or colors or things that seem out of place, that's also related to the 6th chakra. And that energy center is really just about your clairvoyance and your bringing visions to reality. So this is the atta girl, atta boy, kind of saying, yay, good on you for noticing. So maybe your dreams have been very vivid lately. Maybe you have been noticing more patterns and things and guessing things right lately. So this is kind of atta girl. The next one I love very much. It's Door to Spirit. It came upright. So this is definite. Oh, the energy around this feels good. This feels like almost like relief is what they're bringing with this card. So I don't know if it's been a long time coming that you have been kind of away from doing your personal development work, your manifesting work, your intuitive practices, whatever it is that's for you spiritually or personal development wise. But it feels like you're back on track and like going at it with gangbusters kind of. And it feels like there's relief in it. So it's okay that you stopped for a while, and it's great that you're back on track, and stay on track. Make it practical action so that it feels just like who you are versus a thing you have to do. You feel me? So this is it's Door to Spirit. Door to Spirit. So this is also upright. So that is like a atta girl, but the energy around it is relief. Like, phew, we're over that. Now let's get moving. It feels like that. These two are stuck together. These were the final two that dropped onto the floor. One is victory, and the second is action. And I'm gonna keep these together as if it's one thought. I'm telling you that the actions that you're going to be taking, that you're currently taking because it's upright, are going to lead to the the end result that you desire. We are going towards a victory with the actions you're taking. So if you're currently like, oh, I don't know what to do, get really clear on what it is that you want, set up your plan, and start taking action. It could be little tiny baby steps, baby. It doesn't have to be, I know my entire whole plan, but just take action. And it feels like success is guaranteed. And I just want to make a very quick note. Action versus motion. I talk to my clients about this a lot because sometimes we do things and we feel like we're taking action, but we're really just being in motion. We're not taking action that will lead us to the end result we desire. So I use this one a lot for business owners. If you are, sending out the invoices that's on your to-do list, that's action because it leads you to that result you want with your revenue. But if you're sitting there designing new logos, you're in motion, you're doing a thing, but not the thing that is going to lead you to what you say you want to manifest, right? So stay in action. This card says action, not motion. And this is basically saying, do the thing, and yes, you will get what you want. This feels very strong, and it also feels very like not heavy, like solid, very physical, chemical, very rooted in 3D like action. So that's interesting because usually when I pull, it's not so like linear, rigid 3D. So this is a back to basics for someone. And it might be a back to basics for this person who is kind of like ready to get going and like has opened back that door to spirit and is back on track. So this is like, hey, get clear on what you want, get clear on the steps you have to I'm so sorry. Get clear on the steps you have to do to get to that result, and your win is already written in the stars for you. Okay? So that is your pull for the week. And actually, now that I just said the word week, it feels like it's longer than that. This feels like, actually, these two feel much longer. Maybe for the month ahead, 4, maybe 6 weeks. This feels very immediate. The ones that were for your inner child, these felt like a very immediate message that you needed to hear. And this week you're going to be making use of like that introspection around things that trigger you. This also feels like maybe a week or 2, maybe 3, that you're going to keep noticing those very clear, vivid dreams and envisioning things and just the visual aspect of your spirituality. Okay, so I hope that resonated. For those of you watching on YouTube, bye. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe. For those of you in my group, hi group. I missed you guys. I hope you missed me too. I love you. And for those listening on the podcast, feel free to go to YouTube or into the Manifested Sis group to see the pictures of the cards. And I'll put links to everything in the show notes for you. Bye, everybody.